Welcome to the Jerry Graves channel that talks about how to produce justice. I want to go ahead and jump straight into the topic. This topic is how to deal with a narcissistic animal. The narcissists, they give in to their every inclination. Now, they might not do it right at off the bat, but eventually they're going to express pretty much any feeling that they have unless they forget about it. But it's mostly they're going to do it passive aggressively and just try to pass it off as something else, but really it's jealousy, or it's just they're bored or they're frustrated. And a lot of the times we compare them to children because that's how children are. They're very easy to understand and read, and very simple as far as their expressions. The only thing that's complicated about the narcissist is their ability to be smart about trying to put up a smoke screen behind it, trying to make it seem like they're doing something else, or they're very complex with their passive aggressiveness. They can disguise it, but if you really pay attention, they're just not holding back any of their inclinations. If the moment they feel jealousy, they're going to say something or do something that is going to express that. And most people are like that, though. Most people will do the same thing. It's just some people are able to not express it. Some people don't do the whole passive aggressive thing. They try to work on themselves. Nobody's perfect, but the more that you do that, the more that you hold back on those uh, inclinations just to express whatever comes up, the less of an animal that you're acting like. You're acting more human, more humane. You know, if you're frustrated, being able to practice channeling that in a better way. Hitting a punching bag, or uh, doing something, taking a walk. Those are things that are human. That's the way that in the future, hopefully, people all do that. But many people, they're animalistic. They go the opposite route. So that's something that you have to pay attention to in everyone, not just the narcissist. If you do something, if you gain something, even if it's small, it could be a small advantage, something that you think is inconsequential, but at the end of the day, you inspired jealousy. People are going to feel that. A little bit of jealousy, something that you've worked for, and you're focusing, especially if you get something uh, that gives a lot of attention to yourself. Even though you worked for it, you're focusing on it, and you're uh, not really paying attention to the people around you. You deserve it, and you might not even be flaunting it. They could just hear it. Maybe they don't even see what you have, but they hear about you having something. Um, it inspires jealousy in the whole, like, everybody. Everybody around is going to be jealous about that. Now, does that mean everybody's going to start trying to be vindictive about it? It's not like that. Like I said, some people can hold it in, some people can't. But the main thing is to learn how to navigate a world where, although people are lying about who they are, you know, and not, and the thing is that you and I are the same way, but you have to admit to it and not lie, so that you can kind of work on that. But most people are going to lie, and they lie through their actions. They make it seem like they're more human than what they are, but they are completely animalistic, and you can easily offend people, like very easily, in your working environment, whether it be person. And what I want to convey to you in this video is that you want to avoid offending people. You want to really pay attention to the animalistic nature of people, the pettiness of people, right? And try to navigate that, try to avoid that, and prepare against that. You're preparing against the human animal, as far as preparing against scarcity. You want to stock up on food just in everyday life, but it could be something as petty as having a pen and other people don't. Stocking up on pens at work, stocking up on things. You're preparing against uh, the fear that other people have, that you can be inspiring in others. With your own actions, uh, not going too far to impress people, and it just little things. A lot of your day, as far as planning, can be well spent on making preparations against the human animal. And one real key thing, though, that I wanted to say is that if you do inspire a little bit of jealousy, or if there's a little bit of scarcity, see, a lot of people, they get confused by this. Like, if I start talking about, oh, well, there's not a lot of things going around in your environment, a lot of resources, people are going to get more aggressive. If I say something like that, then you're thinking that, uh, yeah, duh. But I'm talking about something small, though. That's the thing that escapes people, because people lie about that and they're able to disguise it. But it's some small scarcity that can go on that you're not noticing, that can make people aggressive as well, or just slightly passive aggressive. And then what ends up happening is they rub you the wrong way, and the next thing you know, you're like, I don't like that guy. And next thing you know, you do something that suggests to them that you don't like them. And what do people do when they think that somebody don't like them, at work or at school? They start a war. They start making people choose sides, and things like that. So what you want to do is not getting into battles with people over animalistic behavior, if you can, unless they're completely if unless it's inevitable. Like, if something happens and there's a little bit of scarcity and somebody gets aggressive with you, you chalk it up to animal nature. You never try to be vindictive to an animal, you know, and that'll stop a lot of the battles, because a lot of times it's not personal and you can recover from that, you know, but it becomes personal, like low key, in our society, because back in the days, um, when people start acting animalistically, they might start trying to form a pack or get into a pack mentality over something very small, you know, or something big back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about thousands of years ago. It'd be something big, animals, uh, some prey that they caught, and you come around, or be about sex, you know, and all of a sudden you come around and people start acting like in a packish mentality against you, and then that's more of a threat, right? But then nowadays it could be something small that happens at work, and then people start forming packs. You know what I'm saying? At work, and then you still feel that threat, like how you would have felt back in the ancient times, where that meant life or death. So now, when that happens, even though it was something petty at work, you carry that with you, and now you want to be vindictive because you felt a little bit more threatened by that, even though nowadays it's not even a big deal. So be aware of that, so that you don't have all these little going on, you know, and prepare against that, so that you don't even put yourself in that position. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks. Peace.